Milky Way, the story of creation. When nothing existed. Imagine for a moment, you stand in a time when there is nothing. No light, no darkness, no air, no sound. Everything sleeps in an endless void. Time itself has not yet been born. There is no day, no night, nothing at all. From this stillness, a strange force awakens. A pulse, as if something has taken its first breath. That pulse was chaos, the infinite emptiness, a swirling void filled with the seeds of both creation and destruction. And from chaos emerged Gaia, the earth herself. From her heart rose the mountains, the forests, and the rivers that would one day cradle life. And above her, stretching endlessly, appeared her beloved, Uranus, the god of the sky. Their union gave birth to everything, the bond between heaven and earth. Deep within Gaia's womb was born Tartarus, the abyss of darkness below, and from the spark of that union rose Eros, the spirit of love, the first light that awakened all life. Thus began the lineage of the gods. From Gaia and Uranus came the Titans, 12 mighty beings, 6 sons and 6 daughters, the first generation of divine power. Their names would echo across eternity. Cross swords, the rise of Cronus. But every creation carries both light and shadow. Uranus looked upon his children and grew afraid. Their power was immense, too immense. So he imprisoned them deep within the earth, burying them in Gaia's own heart. The earth groaned in pain. Gaia's sorrow turned to fury. She forged a great stone sickle and called upon her youngest son, Cronus. Her eyes burned with fire. "If you wish to be free," she said, "then you must do what no one dares." Under the cover of night, Cronus crept toward Uranus. With one swift stroke, the sickle fell, and the reign of Uranus ended. His blood spilled into the sea, and from that foam rose Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. With Uranus fallen, Cronus became the new king. Thus began the Golden Age, a time of peace where the earth was high voltage, the twilight of the gods. When fire became flesh, the fire still burned, but the gods began to fade. Mount Olympus no longer thundered. The great halls of Zeus stood silent, his pillars cracked by the winds of time. And down below, in the cities and valleys of men, a new sound echoed, the sound of hammers and heartbeats. Human hands had learned the divine secret, to create. From the spark Prometheus gave, they forged tools, weapons, and dreams. They built ships that kissed the sea, and towers that scraped the sky. No longer did they wait for the gods to bless the harvest. They tilled, sowed, and reaped their own fate. And with every new fire lit by human hands, a star dimmed in Olympus. Waxing crescent moon, the fading of immortals. One evening, Hera gazed down from the clouds. She saw temples empty, altars cold. No more incense, no more hymns, only laughter, markets, and mortal music. She turned to Zeus. "They have forgotten us," she whispered. But Zeus only watched the horizon, where the first city lights flickered like tiny embers. "Their faith burns in themselves now," he said softly. "And perhaps that is how it should be." The other gods quarreled, some in anger, some in grief. Poseidon lashed the seas in fury, sending storms upon the coasts of men. But ships still sailed. They no longer feared him. Athena, goddess of wisdom, walked unseen among the people. She whispered ideas into the minds of scholars, but few remembered her name. Still, she smiled, for wisdom lived on even if her temple did not. The gods could not die, but they could fade, and so they did, like mist beneath the morning sun. Fire, the city of glass and fire. Centuries passed. Empires rose and fell. Iron replaced bronze. Machines replaced muscle. In one vast city, men built towers of glass and steel. The streets glowed brighter than Olympus ever had. Thunder no longer came from Zeus's hand, but from engines roaring through the sky. They called it the City of Fire, for its nights blazed,